folks, this is Tony, and I haven't done one of my driving videos in a while, so I thought I would do this. This is Nerimon Avenue, Broadway in Asheville, and I have these places where I stop here. I was doing some stop frames on this Asheville tour to let you see the art on the columns here, and we'll be doing this a lot, well not a lot, but periodically on this video. We'll also be speeding up some portions of it as well. And making some little, some cool observations of things that I see. This was day before yesterday, Wednesday, probably the 22nd, 23rd of June in Asheville. I've not got any 4K video of Asheville during the summer, so this is some summer video just driving around, hitting up Broadway. And so I will be, I can say, pausing in some spots. I shot this with my GoPro Hero 3 in 4K on the front of my car, 24 frames per second. I paused right here just to show the Masonic temple there on the left. I actually went in there and did a photo shoot one time. And yes, there's a ghost tour that you can take that starts from there. I had some of the most unusual pictures. I shot some pictures one time. Have to maybe do a video to show that at some point. Just wanted you to see the art over there on that building on the left. It's pretty, the flowers that someone's painted on the side of that building. Asheville is such a colorful town. And so some of the things I stop and show you here when I pause are just things I thought were colorful and cool. Like over here on the right, just in a moment I pause, and I just thought that pink motorcycle is kind of cool there. And I like this little store. I've been in there before. They sell all the little whirligigs and wind chimes and things like that. Asheville in the summer can be very frustrating. If you've seen some of my other Asheville driving videos, I've shot them during the winter. I've shot them in the fall. When it's not so crowded, but in the summer everything gets very crowded. There's practically nowhere to park. Very seldom do you find a parking space. There's one on the right, and it's just incredible that you'd even find that. And during the day, like this was straight up at lunch. I went up during my lunch break, and the trucks just get out. That's the bb&t building on the right, highest, tallest building in Asheville. And there's a bird that flies over my car here in a minute. I do a little pause here, and we'll show you that. But anyway. Can be very frustrating because the trucks are there delivering stuff to the restaurants and all, and so coming through in the mornings can be, or in the afternoons can be, really just aggravating. Late in the day you can move through town a little bit better, like after close to dinner time. There's that bird, check that out. So I slowed it down. I was only shooting 24 frames per second. I actually go back and do a replay of it, so I do like 1 or 2 frames. You can see I'm only catching the very few frames that were there for that bird, but I thought that was really cool. That bird just dive bombed to me. So there's the last frame there, and we go back out of this one again and just continue on. But so we're headed toward Pack Square here, and there's a big building being built over on the left. Something's been demolished, like a huge hole there. But this is Pack Square, a very historic part of Asheville, and I'll pause here and give you a little bit of details. That's the Vance Memorial, that big monolith sticking up. So yeah, the square itself was 1797. There's 6.5 acres. There's all kinds of water parks. I actually did a video. I have a video later on coming up that goes around that, around by the park, and hopefully you'll be able to see it a little bit better. That's the Asheville Art Museum over on the left. Again, just stopping to show you some of the colorful parts. I like to pause these videos in places just to show you how the 4K video looks, because I realize as it's moving along, it probably YouTube will kind of scrunch it up and compress it, but when you stop, you get to see the full quality of these frames from the GoPro Hero 4. So I think right here I stop at the old Arts Theater. And so that theater on the left over there is a great place to go see independent films. It's always like independent films. And I used to go see them a lot when I was in college. So here we are, and I don't think I do any stops for a little while maybe. The double-decker bus on the right there, that's actually a place called Double D's, and it is a restaurant where you can go eat in an old double-decker bus. I take a right here after these folks clear, and then I just do some kind of high-speed video here to get through these back streets. Almost any street you take in Asheville has something cool on it, even the kind of back streets. I'm just kind of circling around a little bit. Like I say, this was during my lunch break, and decided, well, you know what, it's a pretty day. I don't have any, summertime video of Asheville. I don't have any cool 4K, really, I think, good 4K video of Asheville. So that's what I was doing, is going back behind the old churches and stuff. So I'll make a right up here after I go past the health department That's what's in that building on the right there. And then, I say Asheville Transportation Authority there, ART. I can't remember what it stands for. ART, Asheville, I don't know, something transportation. But I'm headed back up toward Patton Avenue again. And so this video, I'm trying to cut these videos into where they're like 7 or 8 minute long videos. You see the old Art Deco type buildings. I think Asheville's just pretty. It's kind of picturesque. I did do just a little bit of color grading on this video, just just because the GoPro videos often seem kind of flat. We're getting ready to head up toward Pritchard Park here, so I want to stop and let you see kind of what it looks like. And I think I'll stop right up here where this piece of art is and do a little quick, like a peep there. Now Pritchard Park on the left is where they have the big drum, kind of big drum corps thing, or not really a drum corps, where everybody, like 100 people, 200 people come to bring drums and beat on Friday evenings. It's pretty cacophonous. It's a pretty excellent thing to see, actually. So we're stopping at Haywood Street. Those ladies over on the right that are walking, they all had the same uniform on, so I guess they were probably healthcare workers or something. There was like 5 ladies all with the same shirt and everything on. Thought that was interesting. So up here in a minute, there's a guy that jumps off a truck over on the left, and I thought it was kind of cool. Just watch and see. I do a replay of it because let's watch this guy jump off this truck over here on the left. He jumps from pretty high up, like 5 feet. I thought that was pretty good, so I reversed it. Yeah, that's pretty tough. Okay, that's kind of badass, isn't it? Yeah, there he goes. And then he just kind of walks around like, you see me jump off that truck? Yeah. Anyway. So Asheville Music Hall on the left, some dude looking out the window up there. And here's some touristy looking folks getting ready to walk out in front of me. And that's totally cool. They are immortalized in a Tony Lee Glenn video. Again, we're headed toward Pack Square. You can see Vance Memorial. Zebulon Vance was one of our governors in North Carolina. And I guess he was from this area or something. I don't know. But that's the Vance Memorial on up there. And that is the bb&t building over there on the left. Like I say, tallest building in North Carolina. I like this guy on the bike here. He looks at me like, oh, I see you've got a GoPro. It's like he was the only guy, I think, the whole time that noticed I had a GoPro on the car. Nobody else was paying any attention to it at all. I don't think anybody saw that I was shooting some video. So come back up here to the square, and I end this video, this little segment. I didn't want to bore y'all. But I'll pick back up and we'll do a part 2 here. It might be tomorrow or something before I put it out. But just wanted to show you some cool summertime shots in Asheville, North Carolina, one of my favorite cities. Even though it does get all jammed up, still a cool place to visit. Peace to all who watch, and thanks. Subscribe if you like. More to come soon.